Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Rod, aka Modest Media, here to bring you a special update on patreon.com/dead in hip hop. We see it, man. We've been seeing it for years, you know what I'm saying? We miss albums, you know what I'm saying, that y'all wanted us to review. So we decided to change a level that's on Patreon right now, the current classic review level. Now it's going to be called the request line.
Nominate them shits. It's request line. You want it? Put it up there. Then we'll let the people vote, and we, you know what I'm saying, we'll do what you want us to do.
But you got to be at the nomination level, though.
Got to be at the nomination level.
It's just for anybody now.
Exactly.
It ain't just for everybody. So if you at that nomination level or higher, you can put whatever album you want in the request line.
Yep.
So.
Dead in Hip Hop Conversations. You already know who it is, man. It's your boy Feefo 24/7 here with the entire crew, so no need for introductions. However, the first request line was Rap God by Montana of 300. Don't remember who exactly requested it, but it's all good. If you're a Patreon, that is dropping this month. Also, make sure you're tuned into the listening because it's only getting bigger and badder. We just did Reason. If you want to listen to the unreleased joint, which is going to be the intro to his next album coming toward the end of the year, you guys already got it. So again, we, the Dead in Hip Hop fans, are giving you guys exclusive shit that you can't get nowhere else. So again, we appreciate everybody. But today, obviously he has multiple features on the project. How did y'all feel about those particular songs?
They can keep that Mojo, Hojo, Jojo, whatever.
Yeah, you like it,
Mojo stuff.
Yeah, because Kendrick was just talking. Like,
It was just ad-libs on it. He was just doing
I was like, is
Yeah,
this
what he was doing.
why people, this what people talking about? This, he ain't really doing the
Saying
same
it,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it. I thought he was just having fun with it. Ad-lib. Obviously, he wasn't like intentionally serious on it. He was just repeating stuff that Playboi Carti was saying as ad-libs. I thought that was interesting. I get that you don't like it, but I did think it was interesting for one of the biggest artists, the number one rap guy right now. I mean, he's the king of rap. He tapped into ad-libs. Like, that's kind of wild.
In the court of law, you always have to have like a basis. Like this is not the first time he's done it. He's done it for J-Rock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
But that's, that's a TDE
But
fan.
that's,
I feel you,
that's
but-
J-Rod. It's
yeah.
not Playboi Carti. You listen to the whole album?
no,
Am I the only one?
You probably did. Yeah.
I listened to some of it. I listened to most of it.
nah, I didn't
I
listen.
listened to the
most
whole
of it.
thing.
Okay.
This is not my first time
I mean,
listening.
I wasn't
to
interested.
Playboi
Then when I
Carti.
saw 30 tracks,
Yeah.
I really wasn't
I feel
interested.
you. Hour 17 minutes.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Interesting. Carti, I suppose. Nemo. I wish Nemo was here because he's a Carti fan. That's how I got put on the Carti. Nemo. And I know we're not talking about the album. We're talking about the whole thing. But this Carti is a very interesting rapper. Just overall. So when you say J-Rock, Rod is right. It makes sense because it's TDE. It's TDE an affiliate or anybody that he's cool with. It is interesting that Kendrick hopped on a Playboi Carti track to do ad-libs of all things, and then of course to turn around and then rap on it. So I'm still trying to process what all that means. I don't like Playboi Carti. There's probably no secret to anybody.
So for you, it's just kind of like, damn, Kendrick, why are you doing this? That's how you.
I'm trying to figure this shit out.
Ew.
I'm trying to figure this shit out. A lot of people
Playboi
really mess with Playboi
Yeah, I was
Carti,
about to say
bro.
Playboi Carti popular.
So am I missing something?
I mean, at least from what I took from the features, it just seemed like Kendrick just wanted to have some fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's kind of been in that. I feel like he's even with GNX, you can tell he was like having fun with that one. It wasn't super deep. It wasn't super coded like a lot of his previous. But I think he's just in his.
That's what it sounded like to me. Like, we know he could be serious.
Yeah.
We know this.
We know that,
Like, it just seemed like he just wanted to hop in the booth and like, yo, let me just throw some ad-libs on this shit.
Yeah.
And he was just being silly with it.
Yeah.
He was just being over the top
And
silly
he's probably
with
like
it.
that
It
in
was
real
so
life.
intentional.
Like, he's probably silly like
right,
that.
right,
Yeah.
right. And the thing I thought about just the whole Playboi Carti all together, I know we're going to talk about the track specifically, but I mean, we don't act like he ain't do songs with Kodak Black.
Right.
Like he just did this on Mr. Morale and the Big
Yeah,
Shot.
but Kodak Black can rap a little bit.
Damn.
Okay.
That's how you feel? So
But-
like he's like a rap guy compared to Playboi Carti to you?
Compared to Playboi Carti's style,
But here's the thing. But it's not like Kendrick didn't face backlash where he had Kodak Black. People were talking about how he was a negligent parent and all of these type of things too. So it's one of those things, Ken, where Kendrick says that he's a person that stands for values and morals and all of these type of things, which we felt like that when he went against Drake, right? Especially on what's the dark one? Meet the Grams, right? Like that's essentially why he was saying, I can rap about these things against Drake. But then here you go and rapping with somebody that is doing the same type of things that you're saying that you are against.
Allegedly?
Well, I'm just saying, so Iggy Azalea 4 years ago was talking about how Playboi Carti is, like a absentee dad, like just not there, not standing on the same things that Kendrick Lamar says that he stands on. So then why are you collabing with these people that don't have the same type of integrity that you say that you do, but going against Drake?
I thought he had a little. I thought when he had Kodak on Miss Moore, I thought he caught a little flack for that.
He did. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, this is not the first time.
He didn't.
I don't know why everybody's in an uproar about it.
Yeah, because
he's done this before.
He even says on Morale, like sometimes he want to like do shit that Kodak or I want to say if I'm not mistaken, like he says that like I'm not perfect, like you know what I'm saying. So this doesn't surprise me not one bit. And I think it's surprising people because
they want me to be pro-black, but I'm more like Kodak Black.
Yes, there you go. Thank you, B. Thank you, B. Yeah, he literally said this on his last project, not the GNX, but on the Mr. Morale and Next episode.
And it's not like Kendrick Lamar is amplifying Playboi Carti at all. Playboi Carti is actually pretty huge anyway.
Right.
This album specific.
Yeah, so he doesn't like. It's not like Playboi Carti needs a Kendrick Lamar feature.
But that's beside the point, though, Ken. Kendrick has preached and has put this persona out there in the music sphere for us to digest, saying that he holds himself above a certain line. Like this is who he is, right? And if this is who you are, why are you okay with being on the same track and collabing with people that aren't? Go ahead.
Then why you working with Dr. Dre? We all know it's all on record what Dr. Dre has done in the past. What he's done. So,
okay.
Where's that backlash? He was on Compton. He signed Good Kid, Mad City on the Aftermath. Had Dre on there. I mean, we all know what Dre did. And it ain't no allegedly.
Okay, no, 100%. Yeah. I'll shoot Kendrick this bail. At that point in time, I don't know if this is gonna sound negative, but the holier than thou, Mr. Moral guy that Kendrick is now, I don't know if we can say that that's who he was then, right? Like because people grow. K-Dot was
this man made Keisha song, bro.
Yeah, he was no different, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, all I'm saying is that Kendrick since then, more recently is where he has said these things.
Have we put Kendrick on this pedestal?
He put himself there.
No.
He made a whole album about how flawed he is as a human being.
Yes, he did.
What are we talking about? Yes. He's never claimed to be this guy.
He's not your
He's never claimed to be this guy.
I
don't know what he's destroying Drake. Let's not get this twisted. Like the shit he's saying about
yes.
It's not like he's saying like, I hate to do this to you and and I want you to be a better no, he is like dismantling this guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Talking to a soul, bro.
This is dark side. They're two sides to Kendrick.
Yeah.
Right. What
and you're
the Gemini.
Yeah, clear. So which you never know which version you get. Like for me, I think that so there's a larger conversation I think that needs to be had about music and the segregation that takes place with music fans that more than likely started with my generation, and to a certain degree, I still hold on to, right? For the most part, I always say it's about the music. I'm able to dibble dabble a little bit. I like Young Thug. I like a little 21 Savage, Gucci Man, and stuff like that. Yeet was on one of my top 10. So it's not crazy. Like I can, I'm not holding on to the old head stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I understand that if there's certain things that you heard in Carti, if you just wanted to experiment and have fun and venture out, cool. I just didn't think the Mojo Hojo or whatever song it was good. I thought it was a whack song. Now he had a better verse on one of the other ones. I was like, okay, that's the Kendrick I know.
Good credit, probably.
Yeah, it was probably good credit.
I like the beat on Mojo Jojo though. That beat hard.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Ken on that one. But
beat
look,
hard.
this is Kendrick explaining what "Not Like Us" means to him, and this is a direct quote from Kendrick Lamar himself. This man has morals. He has values. He believes in something. He stands on something. He's not pandering. He's a man who can recognize his mistakes and not be afraid to share the mistakes, and can dig deep down into fear-based ideologies or experiences to be able to express them without feeling like he's less of a man. So again, you're talking about this pedestal. To me, like, these are his own words. Is that not separating himself from people that have the allegations that Playboi Carti has? Is that not what that is? That's not his own words saying that?
That didn't sound like that to me.
Didn't sound like that.
Really?
No, not really.
So how do you interpret that?
Yeah.
It's like you was backing up our point. Do you not think he's just a flawed guy? Like, do you feel like he's like a non-secular rapper? Like, just
No,
like
no,
a
no,
whole,
I'm
like,
not.
like,
No.
what do you?
I'm not saying that.
Like, you know, what I'm saying?
but what I'm saying is, if you know you're flawed, right? And we all know that nobody's perfect, and we grow from those things. But I wouldn't necessarily like collaborate with people that I feel that do or are, like, prime example, right? Like, we did a live, I want to say it was last month, when we were talking about the situation with the young streamer, right? And how DJ Academics and some other people was okay with that. I would never stream with the motherfuckers because of the type of things that they're cool with, regardless of how big or how much it could elevate me or Dead End Hip Hop as a brand.
That's
I'm not
the thing,
doing
he
it.
doesn't need Playboi Carti.
But why?
So there's no elevation here.
But why do it though?
One, we probably know. I mean, I don't know how long old those tracks are. And again, like, I think probably just for the music. So you telling me you're not gonna listen to Kendrick Lamar anymore?
Nah, that's not what I'm saying.
Sound like it.
That's not what
Then
I'm
you'll
saying.
be a hypocrite, right?
What do you mean?
I mean, you criticizing Kendrick Lamar for being a hypocrite and doing music with him.
I'm not listening to Playboi Carti.
What's the
not,
deal
not
with
because of that.
What's the
but
deal
I'm
with
just saying.
Playboi Carti? I know you brought up the Iggy Azalea.
Yeah, that's his baby mom's. He had put hands
what is
on
he
her.
known for? Is he known for, like, because the people are like really wondering why he did this with Kendrick? Like, what is he?
That's
like,
one. That's one of them. That's the main thing that I saw. And that's,
or because of the allegations with Iggy Azalea?
yeah. Well, I don't. Yeah, that's the main thing. That's the main thing I see everybody. And when I Google search, that's the first thing that comes up.
The Kendrick and Drake situation is in the heat of a battle. That's the thing. Like, I'm battling you. I'm gonna mention all the chinks in your armor. I'm gonna mention your flaws. We in a battle. I'm gonna talk shit. This is just a regular feature with an artist. The same way you do a song with Dr. Dre. The same way you do it. Like, it's just another song. When you in a battle, you're gonna say some shit. So I think in the heat, you can't really go by off what they're saying to each other in the heat of a battle. You know what I'm saying? Because they both were saying, Drake was saying he a fucking wife beater and all that shit. So it's just like, okay, you want to take it there? I'm gonna take it further. So yeah, motherfucker, you having a daughter. You a messed up father to your son. Like, it's the nature of a battle at that point. You can't really go by the nature of a battle.
And shit, if you listen to Drake, Kendrick Lamar and Cardi might be the same guy too.
might be.
If you listen to Drake made the allegations against him. So shit, so we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know anything that goes on with Kendrick. Yeah. I don't know anything that goes on with, I mean, if they got video or whatever, and I don't know if the things he said about Drake are true outside of the video evidence that Drake has put up himself. So
he's just your favorite rapper, man.
Yeah.
Like what the famous Charles Barkley, man. What did he say?
I'm not your role model.
I'm not your role model. And he's literally saying that I'm not your savior.
He said, "Oh, let's get to the music, though, man."
What about it, Ken? It's not. I'm not a Cardi fan. I didn't like. I'm with you with Mojo Jojo.
But did you like Good Credit?
Not really. Like to me, what was the joint that he dropped with Future last year?
Like that.
Like I like that one a lot more.
I think that is a listenable song. There was some production on Playboi Carti design music that I thought was interesting. Reminded me a little bit of the Yeet joint it's just sometimes I don't know what Carti be doing with his vocals and everything. It's just like he just turn on the mic and just do whatever, bro.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's a very interesting thing, and to a certain degree, I'm intrigued because you have a somewhat experimental mainstream rapper that is doing this sort of music that people like I don't know what type of kids are liking this music, you know, what type of black kids or what type of white kids, you know, what they listen to, what they like or whatever. But nevertheless, he has a huge fan base. So he says it's I am music, and I'm like, I do not hear music.
But Ken, you know, we've talked about this on D365 where the evolution of rap, like Playboi Carti is one of those people.
I know, that's why I'm like, this is kind of...
Yeet is one of them people, like where hip hop is going, it's not what we once knew what it was.
Right, and which is why I think there's a larger conversation, because there's some interesting things that you share in the chat that I found interesting. I just listened to an interview with Run the Jewels that they did with Bob Lefset. There's some interesting conversations taking place that I really want us to have on this program. And then now there's this. But here's what I want to ask.
What did I see in the chat? I'm gonna relook at.
Here's what I want. It was about Alchemist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Is Kendrick Lamar selling out, bro?
Selling out.
Selling out, B. I got. You know, I call it like I see it. I'm just asking a question. I'm not saying it. I'm just proposing it. Is this where we're going?
He might be legit a fan of Carti's music. He might. I mean, we got Baby Keem is on his label. I mean, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? He's done tracks with Future. He's done tracks with what's the Icebox nigga? What was the who? No, not Icebox. What was that one he had?
Omarion? Icebox?
No. What's the song called?
Oh, New Freezer.
New Freezer. He did New Freezer.
Who the hell is New Freezer?
Rich the Kid.
I never sleep, I gotta eat, I gotta dance. I merely rap when I get that advance. How can I shop with like 64 amps? Talking to top about business again. He want a lot with new Bentleys again. I want some top from like two sets of twins. Twins, yeah.
I don't understand. Like he's rapped with these type of rappers before.
Yeah, I think Kendrick is just tapped in, Ken.
Yeah.
I think Kendrick is tapped in. I think he's I think he wants to be part of. I don't think he wants the younger generation to forget who he is. I don't think it's selling out. I think
his music has changed. It's more commercial, which is fine. I enjoy it. He's collabing with some interesting people: Kodak, Carti, Rich the Kid. You know,
He
all
just
these
got a
people.
slew of West Coast motherfuckers on GNX.
Yeah, he did.
Though. I know. Like underground
I'm just
West
saying.
Coast.
so like what's your definition of selling out? Because
This what Jay-Z did with Juvenile. He hopped on Juvenile shit.
and was that selling out? That wasn't selling out.
Wait, no. He made Juvenile hot.
No, Juvie was already hot.
That was already
Juvie
hot.
was already hot.
Well, hold on.
Jay-Z wanted to hop on the hot track.
Hold on.
Yes.
Let me.
Jay-Z been known to do that.
Let me go back. Hold on.
Yeah, Jay-Z been on to do
But that shit was hot regional though.
No, it was hot
Jay-Z
nationally.
blew it up.
No. How was hot
Am I
nationally?
misremembering that?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Look.
that shit Detroit, brother, in Chicago.
400 Degrees was hot regionally. Hot was hot nationally.
Nah, man, I think
you
Jay,
tripping.
because I remember I
That's
was
why
listening.
Jay got on it. Because it was hot nationally.
No,
Jay is known for doing that.
No.
Jay is known for doing that.
Who else used to do? Who else doing that now? Drake
does
that.
No. I remember because contrary to popular belief, and everybody watching, I am a Jay fan. Right, my conversations about Jay was other stuff that we used to have at the office. I don't know. You remember that podcast of them guys that were hating on Jay-Z? I don't know if I ever told you about it.
I don't know.
I know we kind of talked about it. I was like, man, and they. Well, anyway, that's a whole other conversation. But I remember listening to the Hot Boys, all them other joints, and how high was like where I was at in Mississippi. That shit was everywhere. And I remember when Jay jumped on it, I was like, oh shit! Like here's this big rapper that's paying attention to what's going on like regionally.
I was too.
It's a cosign.
I was too until I heard the verse.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, I know.
But my thing is,
B,
I know
where
it's
were
funny.
you when Hot dropped?
I was in Detroit.
But they always tapped in though.
Come on, Ken.
They are. B will tell you that.
Midwest was just tapped in.
Yes.
General, bruh.
Jay-Z hopping on Juvenile shit
It
was
didn't
a
do anything.
cosign.
But it didn't do
I
anything.
don't disagree that it wasn't a cosign, Ken. But what I'm saying was, how was Big nationally without
No,
Jay?
it was not.
Yes, it was.
No, it was not.
Yes,
it was not. It was not. Okay, you know where you at?
I was in
You probably
Miami.
was still getting your diapers changed.
No, I wasn't. I was in high school busting niggas' ass. That's what the fuck I was
on
doing.
subject a little bit.
It's kind of relevant, but I get what you're saying. But yeah,
But here's the thing, Ken. What is your definition of selling out? Because I think what Kendrick is doing is not selling out. To me, selling out is when you are no longer in the group that you came up with, elevating. I think because at this point, you were talking about Playboi Carti not elevating Kendrick. Kendrick is elevating Playboi Carti. If you look at their Spotify, you look at their Spotify monthly listeners, Playboi Carti only has 55 million. Kendrick has double that. So Kendrick right now is the big dog. The rundown we asked, is Kendrick the king of hip hop? He is. He has the numbers. He slayed.
So you're telling me
the giant.
So you're telling me that Kendrick Lamar fans will go listen to this album and listen to just those 3 tracks of Playboi Carti, be like, damn, I want to hear more. It's not happening, bro.
What I am saying
You hear that
is
silence? You can hear him smacking.
No, I'm letting you cook. I'm letting you
trying
cook.
to figure out. Oh shit! What the hell?
People are going to check out those 3 songs because of Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, and that's what happened.
But will they be right? But will they?
So he's elevating Playboi Carti.
And my question is, will they want to hear anything else?
If Kendrick was not on this album, people wouldn't be talking about this right now. At least, Ken. When I say people, I mean us. Our group of hip hop people would not be talking about Playboi Carti.
You came in with some negative shit though.
What do you mean? Okay.
You said he is a hypocrite. And I'm asking, is he selling out because he's doing music with Playboi Carti? It's not like we're not having a positive conversation about this.
I understand
this collaboration.
But hold on. Let's stay where we are currently right now before you start moving the goalposts. The goalpost where it's currently at, I am saying that Kendrick Lamar is elevating Playboi Carti because people that listen to the type of hip hop we listen to and the people watching us talk about hip hop wouldn't listen to this Playboi Carti
and the people
album
that listen to the type of
wasn't
music that I'm listening to is like, why the fuck is he doing a song with this Playboi Carti nigga, and is he selling out because he shouldn't be making music with this sort of music, with this sort of artist?
Would you say he was selling out if he did a song with Future?
B. Thank you, B. No. Because here's the thing.
It crumbled up and we threw that bitch in the trash can. In the recycle bin.
And people could have said the same thing about Taylor Swift. So it's like these things have existed, and when he did the shit with Future, I was like, okay, that's interesting. And now he's doing the shit with Playboi Carti.
But he's done
so he wasn't selling out, but he was sell something.
But it's crossing over though, Ken. I feel like once you hit a certain level, like you,
I don't want to hear what you got.
Cross over.
I don't want to hear from you anymore.
Okay, yeah, because I'm destroying your argument.
So you said him doing that with Future, you said it was interesting, but that wasn't the first time they collabed.
Yep.
Right, so then why you ask me that question?
Because it's like Future is a super pop. You can, I mean, based on what you're saying about Playboi Carti, is he selling out for working with Future?
I thought it was interesting that he worked with an artist like
Black
Future.
Panther soundtrack.
I thought it was interesting, but he kind of used it in a different way, whatever. But this was a completely different song, but they had a history or whatever.
And he was on Mask Off remix.
I know, yeah, okay.
That's a very, very popular song.
I know. He did a song with Taylor Swift. This is different. B, it's like, damn,
how is it different?
How is it different?
I was about to say, killing that nigga off of Friday. Oh, that was different.
That was right.
Oh, that was different.
Yeah, it's still popular artist.
I mean, sometimes, hey, how many quarters you need to get to $1, B? All right. I think now hey, I might have had a quarter, maybe I had 50 cents. Now it's 75 cents. Hey, man, I might be up to $1 to now want to ask the question.
Like I said, I think he just want to have fun, man.
It clearly sounds like he wanted to have fun on all 3 tracks, because it's not like he went like all the way in on the good credit thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just really on some braggadocious shit. You talking about emeralds, like flooded watches and all that type of shit. I think he just wanted to get off.
Even that shit he did with Baby King when they were like,
right.
What's that summer? That song they did.
Smoking on your top 5 to the top 5.
Not that one.
Oh,
Hillbilly.
Hillbilly. Yeah. That shit.
fucking around. He's just having fun.
Cause he can.
And then he came right back and dropped GNX.
Right.
You know what selling out is? Nelly doing a whole album with Garth Brooks. That's selling out. If damn. See, you got me getting hype. You got me getting hype.
Nelly?
Ken, that is selling out.
Nelly was sold already. What are you talking about?
If Kendrick Lamar would have made a whole album with Taylor Swift, that's selling out. What K-Dot is doing...
I questioned the Taylor Swift thing too.
What K-Dot is doing here is not selling out. It's just him making sure that people that listen to Carti still know who the fuck Kendrick Lamar is, and the people that listen to Kendrick Lamar and the people that listen to Kendrick Lamar that don't give a fuck about Playboi Carti are tapping in because he's there.
So you're saying, go ahead, B.
No,
it's mutually beneficial.
So you're saying that Kendrick's trying to get some more Playboi Carti fans?
I don't think he's trying to convert them.
That's what it sounded like you just said.
Because of the style of music that they make. You don't listen to Playboi Carti be like, oh, I want to listen to Kendrick. Like, I don't know that correlation happens.
That doesn't happen the other way around? From Kendrick to Carti?
Maybe. I don't know. But I put it to you like this, Ken. People in our subset of hip hop would not even be talking about this Playboi Carti album if Kendrick wasn't there. That's a fact. We wouldn't be talking about it if Kendrick wasn't there.
Are they saying the songs are fire?
I don't know what I didn't look at that. I was trying to give my opinion sway.
I think we're looking too deep into this. I think he just really I mean, it's Kendrick Lamar, y'all. Like, come on, like we know that he could just come out and just make a whole introspective ass album. To me, he clearly was just having fun on this.
Yeah.
And I think, like, as far as I know, he's not doing the things that Playboi Carti has been accused of or whatever. He just featuring on this song. So I don't understand like why we're tying the two together like that.
Just off of this one feature.
Yeah.
It's not whatever. I'm just saying like just off of this one feature on this album. It's not like Kendrick out here about to make a whole bunch of Playboi Carti type tracks.
I thought the Mojo Jojo shit was funny.
You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
Why?
Because he likes to have fun.
So that's why you got Baby Keem. That's why he jumps on this. That's why he makes music with Future. He knows what hit. Look, and we just came off the listening with Reason, and Reason said you got to tap into what your fan base wants if you're gonna maintain success. Kendrick knows what his fan base wants, which is why we get GNX, which is why we get To Pimp a Butterfly, which is why we get Damn, which is why we get Good Kid, Mad City. But at the end of the day, he again wants to tap in and have fun, which is why he taps in with Baby Keem, which is why he taps in with all of these other artists. And that's okay. I'm just
asking the question. Somebody has to ask the question. I gotta ask the question, B. That's what this channel is about.
I don't remember hearing the Taylor Swift and Kendrick.
Yeah, he did it sound.
What did it sound? How did it sound?
Pop. It's like pop.
It was just like it was her song. He just did a verse.
He was featured on.
Yeah, it's kind of like when not like, but it's like when Rakim did that joint with Truth Hurts.
Okay.
And people were like, oh, what?
Okay.
You want to be on that? You on that joint? Even though it's just a pop version of that, it was just surprising.
Gotcha.
But I'm just, he might as well call Green Day and shit. Who else? Who else he can call?
Trying to name white people.
Yeah, I'm trying to name all the white folks now. He might as well go ahead and get them too. Tap all the way in. Hey man, we gotta ask the questions. I'm a big Kendrick Lamar fan, but what does Nick say? I gotta keep it a beam, man. I gotta ask these questions.
This is not selling out. This is not selling out. I do feel slightly like the internet, like, hey, he has all of these allegations. But at the end of the day, if we're talking just the music, it is what it is. I do agree with B and Modest where it does sound like he's just having fun. Like this, it's not serious. Like it's just him going out there, just whatever. And I'm cool with that. Like we can't box artists in, especially somebody like Kendrick that we know that can get super serious.
Right. I'm not judging this man for him jumping on the track with Carti, Playboi. I'm just not doing that. Like this man has made Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, Section 80. You think I'm gonna judge him just because he jumped?
That was old Kendrick. He didn't make that shit.
That was old Kendrick. But then he did Mr. Morale and the Big Step.
He Kendrick Carti now, bro. That's what he is. He gonna do a whole album.
It's just crazy to me. I think people just caught up in the hype of this whole beef, man, and they're putting him on this morale
Yes.
pedestal.
Yes.
That's really what we think.
That's what it
Yeah.
is.
If we don't have the beef, no one's looking at this feature.
Exactly. Exactly. You killed it right there. Yep. If it wasn't for this beef.
You like all 3 songs, B?
I just like Good Credit.
Good
Good
Credit,
Credit's
that's
cool.
it.
Yeah, Good Credit's cool.
What about you, Rod?
Yeah, like I said, I thought the Mojo Jojo was fun. Like it just was funny to hear him just doing these crazy ass. We're talking about a Pulitzer Prize winning fucking writer,
Right.
and he doing ad-libs. I just thought that shit was very interesting for him to do that. So and I like the beat. I never turned on a Playboi Carti song ever. Like I don't think I've ever done that. So I didn't know.
Sorry, Kendrick made you put you through this.
But I don't know. It had a little bounce to it. I can't lie. It had a little bounce to it.
How many songs you listen to?
I got about halfway through.
Halfway
It's
through?
like halfway. And the interesting thing about Playboi Carti, does he change his voice? Like sometimes
does.
it's deep and sometimes it's high pitched.
Yeah.
So that's what I was confused when I was listening to the album.
Thought
Like,
you like, man, who else featured?
who else featured on this shit? I was like, it's probably him doing different pitches. So I thought he was an interesting guy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's about as far as it went. You know what I mean? But then Good Credit, he just got on this braggadocious shit real quick. You know what I'm saying? With a nice flow.
Yeah.
And the other stuff was just like a bridge or something like that. I don't even think it was
Do
a
you
hook.
feel he spun the block on Drake?
I didn't tap into it that
people
like
were
that.
reaching, though.
You know what I'm saying? I think he was just like, he said something about the list being, you know what I'm saying, I ain't have enough room on the list. Is like, I wanted to
I
mention.
felt like
you
that
too.
was about somebody else.
No, I'm saying. I mean, that's.
I feel like people
but-
reaching. I mean, it's like I feel like we at this point now where anytime Kendrick raps a verse,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, was that about Drake? Like
Right, right.
everybody's just trying to point something.
Bro,
out.
I really think he was just trying to have fun on this
I
Playboi
do
Carti album. That's
too.
what it
I do
clearly
too.
seemed like to me.
I don't know if I
agree
like
with
the
you,
back
bro.
door joint.
I didn't
all
like
that
the
much.
back.
He just had a bridge on it. It wasn't even like.
Yeah.
It wasn't even.
I didn't care for back.
Yeah, all them other joints was whack. See?
I like that beat too.
See, get on
I like that beat too.
get on Kendrick on Cardi shit and he just started making whack shit, bro.
Hold on, man.
How do y'all feel about the Playboi Carti album, specifically the Kendrick Lamar joints? I know we went kind of all over the place, but how do y'all feel? You already know what it is, man. The conversation after the conversations in the comment section. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. We out. Peace.